Hello, good afternoon. A question for you. Do you know the word boil? When you make water hot and it bubbles, boil. Listening to all you guys talking, it's like listening to a kettle with boiling water. Lots of it. Okay. This afternoon we're going to two little villages called Linton and Lynmouth. They're on the north coast of Devon, on the same sea that was at Ilfracombe, but further along. Now, as we leave Barnstaple, we'll go up into some hills called Exmoor, and this is one of our national parks. You know the idea of national park? Beautiful place, government says no factories, keep it beautiful. And we will be travelling into the national park, and Linton and Lynmouth are about 35 kilometres from here, so it will take about 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. Now, a long time ago, these hills used to be a forest. They were covered with trees, and there were deer and wild boar, wild pig. What's the name of wild boar? Wild pig in the forest. Vodisto. Yee! Easy, Hungarian. Anyhow, lots of deer, lots of wild boar, and the king used to come here hunting with his friends. But then, when we had the big wooden ships, the big sailing ships, many of the little towns near the sea made ships. So they cut down a lot of the trees in the forest. When that happened, most of the wild deer went away, all of the wild boar went away, and the king stopped coming here hunting. He sold the land to people to use for farming. But the earth here on the top of these hills is very thin, lucky, and very acid. You know acid?
Yes.
And you get the wind and the rain from the Atlantic Ocean. So on top of these hills it's not good for growing vegetables or potatoes or corn. The only thing that they can grow is grass. And if you're a farmer and you grow grass, the way you make money is you have animals, cows, and in these hills thousands and thousands of sheep. And this is where the wool came from, the coat of the sheep, which was taken into Barnstaple, made into cloth, and then sold to other countries like Ireland and Holland, and even to America when people were going to America in the wooden ships. Now if you're in the middle of the hills here, maybe 30 kilometres from Barnstaple, you need to take the wool and your sheep to the market in Barnstaple. But walking the sheep can take 2 days, 3 days, very difficult. And taking the wool in a horse and cart up and over the hills is difficult. And this is where Linton and Lynmouth are very helpful, very useful to the farmers. Because in the middle of this national park are Linton and Lynmouth. And the farmers would take the sheep and the wool to Lynmouth, where there's a tiny harbour. They'd put the sheep and the wool on a boat, and the boat would sail around to Barnstaple. Much easier and much quicker than walking your sheep or using a horse and cart to take the wool. And it carried on like that for many, many years. The last big market in Barnstaple was about 15 years ago. The farmers would take their animals, sheep, horses, cows, into Barnstaple. But it was too busy, and now the market for the animals is outside of Barnstaple. We will go past it, and I'll try to remember to show you. As we come along here, if you look out to your right, this is where the farmers now come and have their market for all the animals. Cows, sheep, horses, pigs, chickens, geese. This is the farmers' market, which used to be in the centre of Barnstaple, near the little castle. But it was too busy with all the lorries of the farmers bringing their animals into the centre of town. So this is now much better for the farmers and for the town.